Well, hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Off Air with Kristen and Casey, sponsored by Food City. Thanks for joining us for another episode. We're here again.
We are second week of January. Everybody's back in their routines. Last week we did an episode. We actually filmed it on New Year's Eve, our first episode of 2025. So this is our first episode we're recording in 2025.
Look at that.
But everybody's kind of back in their routines now after a holiday break. So a lot of grumpy faces at work. They're like, how do I do this? Haven't done this in a while. Hopefully everybody's getting back into their routines with school getting back in. I know a lot of people I've been talking to the last week or so, everyone's like, yeah, well, the sickness was going through the family. I can't tell how many people talk to saying everybody, sickness was going through. So everybody's doing well, healthy, and kind of getting back into their routine.
Yes. Luckily, in our house, we skipped the sickness right now, but it'll come back.
Knock on wood.
It'll come back. It always does.
Yes.
At some point when you have a little one, for sure.
Yeah. Now, of course, last weekend, we had some snow in the past, but depending on where you live in the region, on Sunday, some accumulating snow in the area. I know in Bristol, Tennessee, where I live, I'd say about maybe 2.5 inches of snow. Definitely was out shoveling a little bit, the driveway area.
Good for you.
Yes,
get out there, get to work.
But some people in other parts, like Johnson City-ish, Greenville area, I don't think there was hardly any snow at all.
I know. Isn't that so weird how that happens? Do you like the snow?
Yeah. I mean, growing up, I'm from Pittsburgh, those that don't know. So, snow growing up, grew up in the snow. So it's no big thing to me. I like it for a couple of weeks. And then it's like, all right, I've had the winter fill. I'd always, if it was up to me, I would like maybe 6 to 8 inch snow per winter. But I only want winter temperatures to last for maybe 3 to 4 weeks. And then ready to go back up.
I hear that from a lot of people. Everyone wants one good snow, and then they're like, "Okay, I can be done with it."
See, we were full this year because the fall was so warm and nice up until about the middle of November.
Yeah, it was weird.
Then we had about a stretch of about a month where it was really cold. Mm-hmm. Then it warmed up again a little bit just prior to Christmas. Then it got cold again. Warmed up a little bit. Now we're in a stretch, and January's been kind of cold so far, and
it's nipply out there.
Our buddy Dave says there's no end in sight to these cold temperatures.
Yeah, unfortunately, and it is bitter cold out there when you go out there. I do not like that at all. I'm with you. I like maybe a good, honestly, January to me is meant to be cold, and December it should probably be cold on Christmas. So December, January. But then after that, when it just drags on and on, into March and April, I'm over it. At that point, it should be spring. We should be warming up. And I mean, I know it does, but there's a lot of times where it's brutal cold again. So spring is actually, weirdly enough, spring is actually my least favorite season because of that. Because it's it's a tease. You get this one beautiful day and the flowers start blooming, and the next day they're all killed and it's back to being cold, and I hate that.
So rank your seasons. If spring is 4, what's 1, 2, 3?
Spring is 4, winter's 3.
Okay.
And then it's really hard between fall and summer because I love them so much. I would probably say overall, no matter where I've lived, summer would be 1 and then fall 2. However, living here, fall is number 1 because fall is just so beautiful here.
Okay.
And everyone here does it right, there's hay rides and apple picking and everyone's making apple butter with their families and the leaves are beautiful. And you don't get that in Savannah. People aren't doing that. There's no hay rides. There's no leaves changing. So right now in this time of my life, fall is
but summer used to be number 1.
But summer used to be, and don't get me wrong, I love the lake here too. Yeah. That's my so
there's a big gap between 2 and 3 for you. 1 and 2, and then there's a big drop off to 3 and 4.
1 and 2 are real close though. Very close. But here in Bristol, in Southwest Virginia, Northeast Tennessee, I don't think you can beat fall. It's just awesome. So that's my thoughts on the seasons.
And we're talking about, we had a little bit of snow, and that's the thing, our buddy Dave was saying, when it gets this cold, when it snows, it sticks around for a while. Mm-hmm. And he is, of course, we're not trying to play meteorologist here, but if you've been watching the last day or two, there's a chance for more snow this weekend, maybe even a little more than we had last weekend. Of course, it is as they like to say, subject to change. You got to see the models, whatever they use changes. You get new information. So subject to change, but it sounds like we could have another potential accumulating snow in the region this weekend, Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, and I'm going to run out. I need to run out and see if they have any sleds at like Walmart, because I think Riley would love to maybe hit some hills this year.
Yeah.
Already we got Chipper out for his first little snow.
First
he
snow.
Loved it.
Oh, look at that.
He loved it. He was running around in the snow, putting his nose in it, but then he was ready to go inside.
Warm up. Okay.
Which is understandable.
Oh,
Does Bristol like the snow?
Yeah, she doesn't mind it. With this, I guess, little sweater you can put on her sometimes you take her outside. But for me, unless it gets below 20 degrees, I don't put the sweater on. It's more trouble than, let's go out, do your thing, then let's go back inside. She doesn't like to linger outside when it's that cold. She's going out there for one purpose and one purpose only.
And then she's good.
Yeah, number one or number two, and then she's coming back inside quickly. Yeah, she's not going to roam around in the snow. But yeah, she doesn't, I wouldn't say she loves it, but she doesn't, not going to go out in it either.
Well, I think you should come over this weekend, grab your sled, and you can, we can go down some of the hills by the house with Riley.
Yeah,
It might take you back. Did you ever do that as a kid?
Sled riding?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, we had
our
front yard was like, it wasn't a big hill, but it was just enough to have a little bit of fun. But we on the road, you had to be careful. You didn't go into the 2-lane road that we lived on because it was somewhat busy. But yeah, of course we did that. And, there was a park maybe about 10 minutes from where we lived, and it was a big hill. And we loved going there and doing it. But then the bad part, of course, is having to walk back up. You love going down. Then you're like, Mom, Dad, pull the sled up. And, we don't want to go back up. You do like, your parents get you dressed for all that. You do like 2 times.
Yeah,
and you're
like,
I'm done.
By that time.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. And then they spent half an hour getting you dressed for 2 runs up and down the.
That's true.
But yeah, I mean, of course we did it, growing up. Yeah.
We used to sled a little bit at Milligan.
Oh.
And I don't know.
Yeah, these are in your college days.
In my college
days. So growing
days.
up, you probably weren't around a ton of.
Well, it just depended. No, so I was around snow quite a bit because I lived in a bunch of different places. But I lived in North Carolina for a little bit. We had snow there. Pretty sure Kansas we had snow.
Okay.
Like there was definitely had my fill of snow. Savannah, not ever. No snow ever.
Does it ever flurry in Savannah?
Yes, and they shut down everything because there's no salt. There's no treating the roads, really. There's no big snow plow. If they do, they have maybe one, but there's none of that. Okay. So, I thought that was amazing when I came here too. And I learned more about these things because when you're a kid, you don't care. And then now I've had to learn about these things and people putting chains on their tires. I'm like, this is crazy. But, so no snow in Savannah, but I have been around snow quite a bit. But funny fact, when I did move here though, I didn't have a winter coat. I had no winter coat because I just didn't even think about it. But at Milligan, you've been to the campus and you've seen Seeger Chapel there, and it is on a big hill.
It is.
So a lot of us would go up there and, grab sleds, cardboard boxes, whatever we had, and would go down there. But I'm telling you what, you could get injured. I think the next couple of days after doing that, I had bruises all over because you would hit the sidewalk curbs that you didn't see at first, or big giant limbs or whatever, or we'd fall off and run around. But
and the school people, the administrators are like, oh gosh, hopefully nobody gets hurt.
They were home. They were home on their snow day. So us people that had to live there, it was kind of free for all.
Well, if you are snowed in this weekend at all, it's perfect kind of time because there is a ton of football going on.
I know you're happy about that.
Between college and NFL, we have 5 days in a row. Thursday, Friday, you got the college football semifinals. Then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, NFL wildcard weekend, 6 NFL games, 2 college games over 5 days. It's amazing. Going to be a ton of football games to watch. So we're going to get right into our picks. Last week, we only picked NFL games because when we taped it, we weren't able to pick any of the quarterfinal college. We both won our NFL games. You had the Saints plus 13 against Tampa Bay. The Saints didn't win, but they covered the spread there. So you get a win. You are 9-3-1 in your NFL games.
That's pretty good,
You've
right?
done fantastic.
Are you proud of me?
I'm very proud of you.
I could only get better.
No, hey, if you put real money on those games, you would have been making money going 9-3-1.
I guess I should have been putting money on it, but I don't even know how to do that. Maybe you could teach me.
That'll be for later on in the season, on off air. I had the Lions
off air.
off air. I had the Lions -3 because they had a big win. So I'm 10-2. So still a half a game lead on you
Well,
in our
you should be
NFL
putting money
picks.
up.
I know we both should. If we go back in time and we knew that, we could have made some money here.
Mm.
So we're going to pick first. We'll go college. There's 2 semifinal games. Thursday night is is Notre Dame, Penn State. That's the game I'm going to pick. I'm going to take Notre Dame to win that game over Penn State. Notre Dame is a 1.5 point favorite, so very close. I'm going to take the Irish. That game is being played in Miami. Then on Friday night, Ohio State and Texas are playing in Dallas or the Cowboy Stadium. That's the game you're going to take.
Yep, and I'm taking Ohio State.
Teresa Carter will be very happy.
I'm doing it for her because I love her.
Last week on New Year's Day, Teresa, I think she maybe worked in the morning that day, and she sent me a text message during the 6 o'clock news when Ohio State scored a touchdown. When they were killing Oregon, just scoring every time they had it. And she was extremely happy. Big Buckeyes fan. She said she took a nap after working early in the morning so she could watch the game and then have to go back into work early the next morning. So she will be rooting very hard for her Buckeyes.
She's so cute, too.
Yes.
She carries her little Ohio State mug everywhere she goes.
Always wears red on game day.
Yeah, and during the Christmas parade, actually, we were laughing about it because she, underneath all of our winter jackets, because it was freezing that night too, she had on her Ohio State hoodie, and I had on my Georgia Bulldog one. So we were like, oh, we're both wearing red and black tonight, but different teams.
Only one red team is still
so
alive.
I'll pick Teresa Carter's team for this.
So those are the college games we're going to take. Then the NFL games, there's 2 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, and then 1 on Monday. I'm actually going to go with the first NFL game out of the gate. The Chargers are playing the Texans in Houston, but the Chargers are favored by 3. I'm going to take Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers.
All righty. And I don't know what day they're playing, honestly. I guess I should have done that research.
Sunday.
Sunday. All right. I'm taking the Eagles versus the Packers. The Eagles are favored to win by 4.5. And I'm going to take the Eagles.
Okay,
Fly, birds, fly.
You got to plug that because that game's on Fox 39. So it's on our family of networks here. Eagles, Packers, that's the Sunday 4:30 game. And then on Channel 5, WCYB, the Sunday night, our traditional Sunday night football slot will be the Buccaneers and the Commanders. That is the Sunday night game on NBC. So those are the 2 games on our networks. I'm a little upset, if I could be honest, that my Steelers are playing on the Amazon Prime game, which is obviously I don't have Prime, but I did sign up for a free 30-day trial to watch the Steeler game.
Oh, you could have just come over. We could have
watched it. That's okay.
Or we should have gone to Buffalo Wild Wings.
We could do that too. Yeah, we
do that sometimes. Oh, by the way, Buffalo Wild Wings. This is not any affiliation with Buffalo Wild Wings, but they're doing a really good deal right now. You can get 20
I told you that.
wings.
I was the one who told you guys about that. No, I watching the game. Yeah, they had the commercial, and I told you and our producer Matthew, and I knew Matthew was taking advantage of it.
We did it this weekend.
You did?
Yes, we ate on it for 2 days.
Okay.
Boneless wings, 20 boneless wings, fries, carrot, celery, ranch, or blue cheese, whatever you prefer. I'm a ranch gal. You can pick up to 4 sauces, $16.99
before tax.
Before tax.
Yeah.
You can't beat that. And the Bristol one, you can just roll right in and just. They have it set up like they have a little bookshelf over in the corner.
If you order on the app?
Yeah. Okay. So I just order in the app, go pick it up, go home.
Watch football.
Great. Watch football all weekend.
Well, yeah, but give me credit. I was the one who put you under that.
I'm sure Matthew is very thankful, and so am I.
Maybe this weekend, that'll be a good time to do that.
Yeah.
If we don't get totally snowed in.
I mean, you can't even really go to McDonald's for $16.99 anymore for a family. So 20 boneless wings is pretty good. And it's wings.
There Delicious. You go. And they did not pay us a penny for this.
They didn't.
But you know what?
Appreciate the
deal.
It
is, absolutely.
But if they want to sponsor us and bring us some wings.
Yeah, B-dubs.
B-dubs.
Although the commercial drives the dog Bristol crazy at the house of the big buffalo in the commercial. She barks and goes nuts at that. So okay, we had a conversation the other day on the air. You did a story. We ran something about the Golden Globes with Nikki Glaser that was the thing of that. And then there's a story about that. And also another story that you did recently about a couple that got engaged.
Yes.
And I didn't know anybody. So we thought it'd be kind of fun for you to test. I test your knowledge sometimes in sports. Thought it might be fun for you to test my knowledge with maybe like pop culture things like the Golden Globe.
Yeah.
things like,
So I'm trying to see like which one I should pick. I mean, let's start with these movies, okay? Because this may like, have you ever heard of any? So these are the movies that were nominated for cinematic and box office achievement, and I want to just know out of these movies if you've seen these, if you've heard of them.
Okay.
So you get 1 point if you've seen it. No, you get two.
You
get 5 points if you've seen it, and you get 1 point if you've even heard of it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Wicked.
Yes, I have not seen it, heard of it.
Okay, do you know the actresses in Wicked?
Ariana Grande's in it.
And?
I don't know that.
Okay, so you get 1 point.
And it's only because the commercial's just incessantly.
But you haven't seen it.
No.
I saw it. Great movie. Go see it. Alien Romulus.
Never heard of it. Never saw it.
Have you heard of the original Alien?
Like, yes, I've heard of Alien. Never seen Alien, but yes, I've heard of it.
And you don't know the actress, the main actress in that?
Not
Oh my gosh.
Who is it?
Sigourney Weaver.
Okay.
Very classic film. I have seen the old version and I saw Alien Romulus. Great movie.
Okay.
So right now you've got 2 points and I've got 10. Beetlejuice.
Heard of it, not seen it.
Yeah. I actually didn't see that one. It's on my list though. I'd like to see it, but I haven't seen it. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Heard of it. I've not seen either one.
It's one.
Oh,
it's one movie.
Haven't seen it.
So you get no points for that.
Well,
because you think you've heard of it.
I thought you said the way you said it. I thought it was two movies.
Deadpool and Wolverine is one movie.
Oh, okay. Well,
so 0 points for that.
Okay.
Gladiator 2
with Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
Right.
I actually don't know that, but okay, yeah, sure.
I've heard of it, but I have not seen it. No, I haven't seen it. No.
Inside Out 2.
Inside Out 2?
Yeah.
No, I haven't
heard
of it. No, I haven't seen Inside Out 1 either. No.
That's a cartoon.
Oh, is it? Okay,
it's like
no.
a little Pixar thing.
No.
Okay.
No.
So you haven't even heard of that?
No.
Twisters.
Like the Twister, the movie Twister?
They're all movies.
Yeah, but like, I mean, the one with Helen Hunt, the original one.
That's the original, but did you see the new one?
No,
no. You didn't even know there was a new one?
No, I knew there was a new one. It was back. That was like in the spring. That was a while ago. That one came out.
Yeah, but it was nominated this year.
Yeah, no,
You know who was in it?
No.
Oh my gosh!
But I remember Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt from the original.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite. I love that movie growing up.
See, that movie growing up always kind of freaked me out. The first scene where like her dad gets like swept away, like that's haunting.
Yeah, it's tough.
That's
if you're younger, yeah.
Yeah, so.
But no, I loved the original Twister. Didn't see the new one, and it's actually with an S on it.
I should give you a point for that. Yeah,
it's Twisters.
Twisters. Actually, it might just be Twister, but whatever. The Wild Robot.
Didn't see it. Never heard of it.
Oh man.
Have you?
Okay, so I have heard of that one because I go watch movies in the theater. So all of these, obviously the trailers play before the movie. And so, but I just didn't have really any interest in the Wild Robot or Inside Out 2. Those are more like kids movies.
I'm going back on memory. I don't think in the year 2024, I don't think I went to a movie theater once.
Oh,
in the year 2024.
That is heartbreaking. Okay, so you basically got 5 points. Now let's maybe we can go a little bit harder.
I think the last movie, maybe the last movie I saw in the theater was Oppenheimer.
Oh my goodness. Well, I know for sure you're definitely not gonna know any of these actresses or actors. There's just no way.
Okay.
So let's go with this best performance by an actress in a television series. Huh? Let me just read off the actual show and see if you know the show.
Okay. So these were TV shows that like debuted last year?
Yes.
Okay.
And so you get 1 point if you know the show, and you get 5 if you've seen it.
Okay.
Shogun.
No, never heard of it. Shogun? Yeah. How do you spell that?
Shogun.
No, I never heard of it.
And the actress actually won that category. Oh. Yeah. Anna Swaye.
What is it on? What channel is it on?
I don't know how to say her last name, sorry. That I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, these could be like
streaming
television series. Yeah, it could be. Okay. It could be like Paramount Plus or whatever.
Yeah, never heard of
Matlock.
Heard of it. Did not see it with Kathy Bates.
Yes, and she was nominated. Good job. Yes. So you know Kathy Bates.
I know Kathy Bates. Yeah.
House of Dragon.
No. Never heard of it. Don't know who was nominated.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
The movie?
The television series. Oh, you get a big fat 0 for that.
Yeah, but there was a movie, with Will.
Yeah, there was a movie, but that was like years ago.
Yeah.
Did you see that movie?
I mean, I saw parts of it on TV one time, and it wasn't a very good movie if I remember.
Jeez. Black Doves.
No, never heard of it, never saw it.
Keira Knightley, you know her?
I've heard the name, but I don't know if I could pick
I'm
it out of the lineup.
surprised. That's like, you know, a lot of the men are like, Keira Knightley, she's so hot. Anyways, Carrie Russell.
Yes, from
You know her?
yes, I do.
You know the show, The Diplomat.
I know her from the other show that she did, not The Diplomat.
You got 1 point.
What was the show when she was the spy, the Russian spy? It was on FX. She was the star of a show on FX. Carrie Russell was a spy. I'm gonna go ahead and continue. I'm gonna look that one up here.
Well, you fell. You know but looking at this and watching a little bit of the Golden Globes, Amelia Perez took home a lot of awards. Do you know that one, Amelia Perez?
The Americans is the one with Carrie Russell that I watched. That show was tremendous.
You liked it?
Oh, loved it.
Well, see, you should watch some of these because I think you.
Perez.
Amelia. Did you like that?
I don't know.
It's a show.
It's a show. Oh, I thought it was a person.
And it won. Yeah. It won a lot of awards, so it's very good. And so did Shogun. So we might have to. These. I mean, they took.
You know what show I am excited about that's coming back for a second season? I think it starts next week.
What's that?
Is Severance on Apple TV. Severance.
I can't say I've watched that one.
It is fantastic. Loved it. If you haven't seen it, basically the premise is these people willingly choose to have like something put in their brain so that their work life and their personal life, they do not know each other in like they go to work. Yeah. This person goes to work, their work life stays at work, and then their personal life, they don't know what they do at work, and at work, they don't know what they do in their personal life. It's called Severance.
I don't know if I would like that. Would you like that? I think that would be weird because like half the things that me and my husband talk about when I get home is like, what happened at work? You know, it gives us something new to talk about.
Yeah.
Because if otherwise we'd just be telling each other the same stories over and over.
Well,
I mean, how many stories can you tell your significant other about your childhood? At this point, they probably know everything.
Well, I don't think any of the characters, like, that's not there. They're not going home and they all seem to be kind of single or but I mean it's very good.
Weird.
The first episode I was like but then it like really hooked you into it, and it's been several years since the first season came out, but the second season is getting ready to start, I think, next week. Severance is a fantastic show. That's one of the few, if you from this list, I don't watch a ton of television, but that is one I do watch.
I'll have to look at
Severance. Very good.
Selena Gomez was nominated for Best Performance by an Actress in a Television Series for Only Murders in the Building. That's a good one.
My wife Kelly's actually is watching that right now with Steve Martin and Martin Short. I've seen just bits and pieces when I'm in the room, but
she didn't win though. But big fan of Selena.
Yeah, she was watching one the other day, and then when it finished, she's like, "Okay, it's season." I thought that was it. And then the next day she was watching it. I thought you said this was over. And she's like, well, no, this is a new season. There was like 5 seasons. She just, I guess, didn't watch it at the time. It's kind of just recently started it. So yes, I have seen bits and pieces of some of that show.
I'm a weird person when it comes to TV. I'm not really like a comedy gal. I'm like only the shows that I watch are pretty much all like serious. I don't know why.
What about Seinfeld?
I don't like to laugh. So I did watch Seinfeld, but Seinfeld was a show that I watched like growing up as a kid because like it was always on TV, and so I watched it. Okay. But like I don't
nowadays.
Like if I choose to watch a show, it's going to be like a drama.
Okay.
So, all right, I think it's snack time.
Yeah, let's get some food.
All right, you're excited. Okay. So this snack is brought to you by Scott Smith, our editor.
Yes.
He is one of our coworkers, and he got this for Christmas, and he was like, I think you guys should try some on the podcast. So here we go. So this box is called Crave Japan, and it's got 15 to 18 snacks inside, and I don't know what they are because they're Japanese, and I can't read Japanese. So this should be fun to kind of, I'm going to sit down here, to kind of try a little bit of everything. So let's start with this one. This one looks like this.
It looks like that.
It looks like this. It says Hakuru Soft. And what we can do is we can try it, and then I'm going to use my Google Lens.
Okay.
Because with Google Lens, I didn't know if you knew this, you can just put your phone on it, and then it will tell you like what.
Like translate it?
Well, yeah, it'll translate it for you. Oh, I have to get the app. Never mind. We're not going to do that. Okay, let's try it.
So we're going to eat something that we don't know what it is.
Yeah. It's some kind of candy. This is
not up my alley, trying things that I don't. Oh, these are like individual wrapped pieces of candy.
That's good, right?
Yes.
The kudu soft. It looks like this. Okay. Not bad. It tastes like something I know.
Where did he get this?
Christmas.
Oh.
What do you think? It tastes like a candy I know.
Like a Laffy Taffy?
Oh, I do have it. Never mind. Okay. I don't know. It's like a cowtail meets something else.
What?
A cowtail? You ever had one of those?
I don't think so.
No.
I've never heard of it. Cowtail.
A cowtail. It's toffee. It's toffee.
That's like a Laffy Taffy.
No.
Like a Tootsie Roll. It's almost kind of like a vanilla Tootsie Roll.
It says this soft candy is made with Japan region condensed milk, butter, and fresh cream for a fresh, rich milk flavor.
Okay. Yeah, I might give it like a 6. I mean, it was fun. Yeah.
A 6 on the milk candy.
We don't have to do any more. That's okay.
Let's move on to this one. This one
Let's quit while we're
has
ahead.
the American flag on it. So that means it's got to be.
We'll put our hands over our heart when we eat this one.
But it's Japanese.
Oh, okay.
And it's got a crab.
Oh, boy. I say we just quit while we're ahead.
There you go.
What the hell is this?
It's a little cup. What do you think?
I give that a 2.
Let's see what that is. A 2?
Oh.
No. You don't like it?
No, I like the candy much better. That's all. No more.
It's called crab chop.
Crab chop. Yeah, that's enough.
No, we gotta try this one. Look at this one. This one looks fun. Mela Marsh Jello Cone. This is cute.
I don't want to get the
This
bad
one's in
thing.
English.
Then why is it in this box?
It's a jelly-filled. You love jelly. A jelly-filled marshmallow cone.
Kristen always used to make fun of me because she thought I had a very pop my eardrum.
I can't open it. Will you open it?
What if you use this thing right here? Just rip it.
That didn't work. Oh, there we go. Okay. Picky one out. Oh.
Can't get this dang thing to come out of here.
Okay, so it gets a 0 for accessibility. Okay. That's weird.
It's like eating paper.
It's got a weird texture.
I guess it's a 2.5.
Yeah. No. You like that just a little bit better than the crab chip?
Just a little bit. Are we please done now?
One more.
Oh.
I don't know what this is at all. This one has sumo wrestlers on it. Easier to open. That one tastes like, this is called I Recommend It snack. I don't know if this translation is right, but it says that it translates to, he came home feeling dry and fox-colored. The meatiness of it. Taste. Salty. That tastes like an ice cream cone.
An ice cream cone?
Like just the outside.
Oh, okay. The other one was more of an ice cream cone.
But all right. So what do you like the Japanese snacks?
The first one was good, but the rest of them
Not so much.
I wouldn't be fine if I never ate them again. I'd be fine with whatever. Ian was good with the first one I liked. What about you?
Yeah, I think I would agree
Yeah?
with you. I'd eat the
Okay.
first one again. The rest of them, just not my favorite. But it was fun to try.
It was. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate you letting us share some of your
Japanese
candy.
snacks.
All right, let's wrap it up for this week Off Air. Thanks again to Food City for sponsoring Off Air with Kristen and Casey. You guys have a great, safe weekend. Be careful with that snow. Enjoy it if you get to go out there and make a snowman or sled ride. Enjoy the football, and we'll see you next week.